Senator Chris Murphy, he thinks that you can, but he doesn't think it's settled. He doesn't think this is like some settled issue. Take a listen. He was on TV this weekend talking about it. Democrat Senator Chris Murphy. Take a listen.
I will admit that this is, of course, a matter of first impression. And so I don't think the case that Senator Paul is making here is a ridiculous one. I come to a different judgment.
So, there you go, Andy. The idea is that even Democrat senators who agree with this realize they are doing something for the first time and that this is kind of iffy. And when you do something for the first time and it's not clear and it's not settled, you better make sure you're okay with what you're doing because you're opening up a Pandora's box potentially.
Well, yes, you are, because what you're saying is that you can go back now and you can try any form of, if the Democrats prevail, and they may very well prevail on the jurisdictional issue and find there is jurisdiction, you can go back and try any former president of the United States and impeach him. The House can impeach and the Senate can try for things that were committed during his tenure in office. That's a ridiculous proposition, and Senator Murphy is correct when he says that Senator Paul's position is not ridiculous. In fact, it's very sound. We're treading on dangerous ground when we decide to go back after a president has left office, assume Senate jurisdiction, and try that person and try to convict that person who is now a private citizen of high crimes and misdemeanors. I believe it is absolutely unconstitutional, is not provided for in the Constitution, and perhaps a lot of Democrats who may feel that there was guilt here will nonetheless, as in Secretary of War Belknap's trial in 1876, say, forget whether he's guilty or innocent. We don't even get to that point if we don't have jurisdiction.
And that's what they did. So even that only time they can cite a former official being impeached, enough senators agreed that it was outside their jurisdiction to follow through, even though they believed he committed high crimes and misdemeanors. And they wanted to vote to convict. They said, we can't because it's outside our jurisdiction. I want to go to Nancy in Florida on line 1. Nancy, welcome to Sekulow. You're on the air.
Hello. I'm so glad to hear you guys. It's great. I just have a question about the video. I understand the prosecutors are going to be playing that video on January 6th. Yeah. What I would like to know is I don't know how you possibly could bring in all those other videos, but they might say, the prosecutors might say, well, you can because Maxine Waters she's not up on trial. But to me, it would be like, why not bring in the video as far as showing the incitement of it?
They're going to. They're going to. So long as video evidence is allowed, and I believe it sounds like it's going to be in this. It wasn't our last impeachment trial a year ago. Than that it's out there now that the President Trump's team, rightfully so, we've been talking this from the beginning, is going to show the videos of Chuck Schumer talking about the whirlwind and that Gorsuch and Kavanaugh won't know what hit them, and Maxine Waters telling people to harass Trump administration officials wherever they can find them, and the list goes on. I think that they will have they will have their own parade of horribles to show, and I think they'll come back and say, you know what, this is not prosecutable speech. It's not speech you prosecute. It's not nice, but it's not illegal speech in America, and it's certainly not speech that you impeach people over.
Yeah, first of all, Jordan, I think the main reason that video evidence will be allowed is because it fits the House manager's case right now. Without being able to show that video, I'm not sure where they would start. So I think that's why the decision has been made. But look, if what's good for the goose is good for the gander, and I think the defense team likely will show video to show the double standard. And I think a secondary point that would be made with all those videos, Jordan, is not only the sort of hypocrisy on display, but the point of past officials being able to be impeached. I mean, all of these senators one day, Jordan, they're going to be past officials one day when they retire. Do they want all of their public service to be under the scrutiny of the impeachment microscope for the rest of their life? It might give them pause.